don't think I can do this much longer, Boone. You're getting big. I'm leaving the homestead today to go visit my friend Bernie at the Black River General Store. So, come on, let's go. Much for meeting with me today. I know
you're very welcome.
A little short notice, but I appreciate it. So I wanted to ask a few questions just about your business here. We are at Black River General Store, and I wanted to know first, maybe you can introduce yourself, explain what your relationship is to the store, maybe how you got to own the store. Be a good place to start.
Sure. So I'm Bernie Davis. I actually grew up in the town of Pottersville. Pottersville is actually 3 different counties and 3 different school districts. So I was on the Somerset County side, so I went to the Bedminster and Bernardsville school systems. After completion of that, I went to a place called the CIA, the Culinary Institute of America, which is in Hyde Park, New York. I still say it's probably one of the finest culinary schools in the world. They call it the Harvard of cooking schools. Totally different from a college because you are a working school as a chef. Coming out of that, I've worked at a lot of little restaurants, which unfortunately are not in business anymore. I did own a restaurant with friends in Flemington, which was great for me because it gave me the push to know I could do something on my own. Sort of hurt one of my friendships, but that's partnerships in the restaurant industry. But actually, we are great friends again because he's one of my true and dearest friends. I had a catering business in Califon, New Jersey. I was probably there for 9 or 10 years. Then I moved to this location because I was sort of upset. This store has been here probably since the 30s or 40s. And it just sort of became like a 7-Eleven. I'm not busting on a 7-Eleven, but you know, I grew up where everything's made fresh. So when I took this store over, we make everything from scratch. I buy very little stuff on the outside. We roast our own beefs. I roast my own fresh turkey breasts. I buy my hams from a small farm down in the Carolinas. Potato salad, chicken salad, most of our dressings all made from scratch. Cookies, cakes, muffins. I'm like the dying breed because if you look at who's in delis now, it's very fast-paced, pre-wrapped. There's small towns gone anymore, but it's tough. I mean, if you ever watch The Bear on TV, it's really opening up people's eyes to how hard it is in this business and, you know, trying to make a profit with what the price of food is right now.
Right, exactly. I know I interviewed the Woodglen General Store, and Rob there is a former chef as well, which is the first time that he's ever known that that store has been managed by a chef. So do you think that that is like a secret sauce to making a business like this successful, is to have that kind of restaurant mentality?
I like it because I can actually feel proud of what I'm selling, but I gotta say, everybody says they want to eat healthy and eat good food, and then you stand them in quick check lines. Nothing against Quick Check, but they're not making anything. The reason when you buy roast beef from me, there are people like, oh, it lasts 3 days because it's fresh. It's not pumped full of brines, sodium, preservatives, and all that stuff. See, when I go out to eat, I'm going to go to some place where somebody's actually making the stuff.
Right.
I'll pay the extra money because it's worth it.
Right.
You know?
Right. So what are the favorites that you sell that your customers come back for time and time again?
My muffins. We actually bake our muffins from scratch. All my salespeople try to sell me these muffins that come in a 5-gallon batter bucket. We grate our own carrots for our muffins, grate our own coconuts, you know, cut the apples that go in our muffins.
I love that because I was living in Raritan at one point, and I won't say the store name, that's not important, but there was a place that I went to and I tried it on 2 occasions. I wanted their muffins. I wanted them to be good. And I tried it once and it tasted like it was on display and didn't sell. So they put it in the freezer and then they took it out the next day, and it just, maybe they did that a couple days in a row. And I tried it the first time and I was like, maybe it was a fluke. So I came back weeks later, tried it again, same thing. I was like, this muffin is horrible. It was one of those things I went around to everyone with me. I'm like, try it.
Yeah,
is it just me
you're right. But I tell
horrible?
my employees, if you would not eat it, then don't give it to the customer.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, like my day old bread, I don't make my breakfast sandwiches with them. I make fresh breadcrumbs. And then from that, I bread my chicken cutlets and my eggplant parmesan. So you're not getting, most places, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're getting the roll from yesterday, and that's what they make the breakfast sandwich of.
Yeah. And there's some kind of aspect to that, a supply chain. I know I used to work for a place that sold coffee, and what didn't sell that day as hot coffee was iced coffee for the next day. It's
yeah,
not,
and there's nothing, that's,
right.
yeah, I mean, that's utilizing a product. That's not selling something that's bad.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference.
Oh, I mean, you would hope that people aren't selling things that are bad.
Well, not that it's bad, but, you know, when you go to Europe, I go to Europe a lot, and our mentality is totally different from Europe. You go to like Italy, very small refrigerators. They go to the market, they buy food for 1 or 2 days.
Yes.
We're buying food for a week. And then come Saturday, we're throwing it out because half the stuff is bad already.
So what do you think is the reason for that? Might it be because we just don't have access to the resources to be able to get it that quickly, to have it fresh on a daily basis?
Like, for example, where this store is, where could you, I mean, look, there's farmers markets, but that's a whole different story. That's not like going to a market where I can go there every day and buy something fresh.
Right.
You know, if
it's
you're
hit or miss, like maybe it has something good, maybe not.
Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah.
And look, some of the stuff in the farmers market's great, but I'm paying 3 times the cost for it.
Yes.
So for me to put a price point there, and then my customers are like, oh my God, you're so expensive. Well, when you want something made fresh, not out of a can or bag, it's not cheap.
I don't think people realize what it costs to make something.
The labor,
because of the convenience, because of the 7-Eleven.
Whereas we are a society of convenience.
You know, they're equating sandwich here versus sandwich there, and they're comparing the prices, and it's like, well, you didn't even consider what it took to make this one, and this one's not going to kill you.
True. I mean, a sub for me, yes, it's more than Quick Check or Quiznos or Blimpies. Bread's from Brooklyn.
Right.
It's not generic sub bread. I roasted my own roast beef. I took a 20-pound top round and roasted it. Okay, we made our own apple horseradish sauce. I didn't open up Gold's horseradish sauce and spread it on the bun.
Wow.
So yeah, and I'm paying people to do that. So you're going to pay more. And I want somebody that really tastes the difference.
Right, for sure. What's a piece of history about this place that you could share with us?
So this store actually is attached to a little post office, or joined together. The post office, believe it or not, back in the, I think, 20s or 30s, was the original called Sun Valley Grocery Stores. So it was located on the opposite side of the road.
Okay.
And when this business opened up by the family that owned it, they merged the 2 buildings together in the post office, and then this became the deli.
Ah, very good.
So it's been here a long time.
Was it always a deli, or was it?
It was a deli and liquor store, actually.
And a liquor store.
Yeah. When I bought it, the liquor license was sold to somebody else.
Okay.
So I just got the deli end of it.
Is there anything in there that you're like, oh, I know this is original from when it first was built?
Unfortunately, with equipment doesn't last that long. So when I came here, I actually had the gentleman I bought it from, it was in really sad shape. I basically had to gut it and put all new equipment in. So really on that aspect, no. I mean, the only thing I have is there was other side of the river, there was a Linda Berry's general store, and my mother had like the little service bell, which I have on the counter. So as far as an antique, that's probably
you have that here?
Yeah,
we'll
that's
take
probably
a look
the
at
only
it.
thing.
We'll make sure we look at that.
So
awesome. And what's a memory that you'll never forget about working here, being the owner of a general store?
So I actually happen to be on a volunteer fire company up the street. There's a line of people, and there's a house fire. I go running out the door. Some people get it, some people don't get it.
Okay.
And some of my customers stood up for me going, if that was your house on fire, would you not want him to run out the door and put your house out?
Right.
So you're going to wait 2 more minutes for a sandwich? He's actually doing something, helping somebody.
Interesting. Sometimes business and profit is not always the most important thing. especially when general stores, they were a core center
It's
of
a
the
community.
And historically, they've been the place where if you needed help, you would come here. You'd find the person who could help you, and it might be a house fire. You know, the whole town would stop what they were doing to make sure that that community, that family was able to survive. You wouldn't look the other way and say,
No.
sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah, I mean, look, like if there's fires and stuff, I always help the fire company out, the local police department. You know, you got to help everybody out at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
anything else you want to share?
no, I think I'm like the dying breed anymore, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, it's mom and pop businesses are a thing of the past.
Yes.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's an 85% failure rate in the first 5 years in the food industry.
What do you think the hardest part of it is?
The hours.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, my kids, it's like they look at me like I'm a rock star because I go out and everybody knows me. But are you going to make a fortune doing this?
Yeah.
No, it's a passion. It's a business of passion, you know, and it's just installed in me. It's like, you know, when I serve something, it's like, it's a part of me that goes out there. So yeah, when I take it personally when somebody complains, I take it personally when I see something on social media. And some of the stuff you see on social media drives you crazy. It has nothing to do with what they bought in here. The person is going off about something else.
Yeah, and I think that probably was impactful when social media started, but now I think people understand that
very
person
few people
in a vacuum, they had a bad day, and that should not reflect on the business
Very few
itself.
people who really love something write it down.
Yes.
It's all the negative you see.
Yes. The bumper sticker on the back of the truck, call us if, you know, how's my driving? You think people are saying they did a fantastic job. They let me merge. No, you're not getting those phone calls.
You know, it's like sometimes I hate to say, I want to have a little button you press and it's just poof.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everybody growing up should work in a restaurant or work in retail. You'd have a lot more respect for the people that do it, the hours that you put in there. It's a thankless job sometimes. I mean, I have great customers and, you know, that write me letters and give me gifts and stuff. And then you get somebody that comes in and you're like, oh my, it ruins your day.
Yes. Yeah, because it's a daily grind and you need something that is encouraging to remind you, why am I doing this? And I'm sure you get those moments.
I do.
But they may be further apart than you would like. What is something that you might enjoy customers do a little more often to keep the spirit alive, to keep the motivation
not
going?
Just my business. When you go into a business, if you really like something, go on social media and say how much you liked it. Don't just and it's great. I mean, you tell people, but like, that means a lot to somebody, you know, especially in this industry. If you're really a professional chef, it's on you. You put your sleeve out there every day. Everything's on your sleeve, you know, and it's just, and all you hear is the negative Nancy stuff, you know? And I had a customer came in one day and I was telling her, she went home and she went on Google, she went on Facebook and something else. And I thanked her for it. She goes, you know, I never really thought about that until you mentioned, like, and she goes, I'm reading some of the negative stuff. And she goes, what store did these people go to?
Right. This one's awesome.
Yeah.
So you would like your community to share a little bit more. If you love it, tell somebody.
Yeah. And the mom and pop family owned businesses, I mean, really support them, you know. Nothing against the chains and all that, but I was like, they don't really put the effort that, like, you know, a chef would, or somebody that's there every day actually making the stuff in the kitchen.
And if you do appreciate it, then you should support it, because if you don't, it's not going to be here anymore.
It won't. You're gonna
only have 7-Eleven as your option.
Muffins and pre-wrapped things, bagels and pre-wrapped things. You know, deli meat that'll last a month in your refrigerator because it's pumped full of nitrates and everything else. And sorry for all the companies out there, but you know what? There's a difference when you make something fresh. There's
a market for everybody, but if you want this market to exist, then you
got to support it.
You got to support it. Can you believe that I found another general store where food is the focus and they make fresh every day? Well, I got sent home with a chocolate cake that I would love to try. And if there's one thing that you took away from this video, it should be, if you love something, then share it on your social media. Let those small town, local stores know that you care about them and you want them to stay in business for a long, long time. So, cheers. Take a look at this. fresh butter icing, all real good ingredients, nothing artificial. It is so good. So good. Worth the trip out to Pottersville, New Jersey, just for this. It's going to taste so delicious with my iced coffee from the good old-fashioned general store.